All right, so the last top five has nothing to do with sports, no
Okay.
particular order, and it could be any type of collaboration. Top five YouTube collaborations that you've been a part of.
Oh
I
my.
know, and you've been a part of so many. I was looking it up when I was trying to do your intro, and I could not believe how many videos there were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Done a lot.
yeah,
Well, okay. I would say, let's see. There is a lot.
yeah,
I would say, okay, so man, I don't know if I could even place them. Yeah, I don't even know if I could order them, but
no, don't, yeah,
top
no
five.
particular order, yeah.
I would have to say, well, first I'm gonna give a lot of credit to AJ Rafael. I think the first video that I ever kind of did was it
Was it
looks
My Soldier?
so
Was it My Soldier?
yeah,
Oh,
it looks so primitive and amateurish now, but that's kind of like where it kind of got all started, and that's kind of where I met Carissa during that shoot.
oh, okay, yeah.
Because so it was funny. We were planning that shoot. I brought one person and he brought the other. So I brought Monica Perales. Do you know who Monica is?
Oh, I've never met her.
Dude, so she's so cool, man. So she's danced in the industry for many years. But I think so in college what happened was I did this. I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember the John Chu dance crew and who's the girl? But they did this whole dance crew like of this whole online dance crew. They got a bunch of like stars
Was
and
this for
stuff.
a
And
Step Up?
no, it wasn't for Step Up. It was just some
I do remember
online
something
thing.
online. I do
Yeah,
remember.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So like it was like John Chu dance crew versus some other dance crew, and I was like, this is fun. Like in college, and I went to UC Irvine, so there's so many dancers
Yeah,
there.
you
And so I was with this my roommate's cousin. His name was Deo, and we like let's. He was like a film major too, so or maybe not film major, but he loved film. So we're like, let's do this together. And so what we did was like we got all the industry dancers together and tried to make our own like like they had celebrities and stuff dancing in it. So we tried
mm,
to get our reach of celebrities and
mm,
stuff.
nice.
And so we had like Team Millennia, Kava Modern, and it was like fresh off of like ABDC, America's Best Dance Crew and
Right. Was
stuff.
that you did that after the first season?
Yeah.
Oh
So we
wow.
tried to like pull a bunch of people together for a video, and then those through the process, I met a couple of people. One of them was Monica Perales. If you remember the Missy Elliott "Work It" music video,
Yes. Oh
there's like the
yeah,
little Asian girl
yeah,
that was
yeah,
dancing it.
yeah,
Her, she got
yeah.
I got connected with her through this dance crew thing in college, and then I brought her onto this music video shoot with AJ, and we did My Soldier, and it was really fun. It's so funny now to watch it, but that's
I
got to be my
didn't know
favorite
that
because
was the
that's
same person from that video. I did
yeah,
not know that. Oh wow,
yeah.
that's
But
cool.
that video was the first of my many videos. I worked with people. The next one after that, I did um, Kathy Nguyen and Randolph Permejo, my
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
music video. Man,
I
that
didn't know
was
you did
a
that video.
yeah. And
Oh
then
wow.
after that, the third video, I did Chris Mark, rest in peace, brother.
Yeah.
Um, I did his music video, and oh, so funny story, man. So speaking of Irvine and dancers, we had a lot of YouTubers come from Irvine too.
Yeah. That time
Lots,
period. Yeah.
lots. So
Yeah.
we had Jennifer Chung, we had Clara C, we had
Joseph.
um, Joseph.
Yeah.
Funny thing with Joseph, um, I met him before he did YouTube. We were in Spanish together,
What?
Spanish class together. Yes. So it was funny. We just took a Spanish class. I think it was either sophomore year or freshman year. And then we introduced each other in front of the class. Like the class introduced us, like, who are you? What do you do? I was like, I'm Scott. I do videos and stuff. And then it got down to Joseph, and he's like, I'm Joseph. I sing and stuff. And I think after class, or I don't remember, throughout the year, I talked to him. I was like, dude, let's do some stuff together. Let's do some videos together. And then I think with Chris Mark and Joseph, we did videos together. We did this one like really poor quality, like Love Bug mashup, like in at on campus and stuff. And man, yeah, and then man, there's so many people from Irvine. It was so dope.
Oh, that was probably a special time. I don't think if there was another school like it that I've ever seen during that time period of
It,
Asian
yeah.
YouTubers. Yeah, it
If I
was.
didn't go to UCI, I wouldn't have all these connections. I think I met AJ after I met him at the Hat, some in Brea, and it was like some random. It was after some show. We both met up there. I remember I was with some friends. They were acting like idiots. They were like burning straws or something dumb. And then it got their attention. And AJ came over, and then that's how we met. It was so man, it was a fun time. How you just meeting everyone, going to shows with everybody. Well, sorry, I strayed way far from your
No,
question,
no,
but
no, no, no. That's awesome. I
AJ's
actually
video.
I met you at a show. I don't know if you remember which
Yes,
show.
yes.
It
It's
was,
isn't the same one that we met. You met Casey with too, or
yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's the
Winnetka.
Winnetka one
Yeah,
also.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man, that's
That was a long
Winnetka.
time.
It's fine. I
Yeah, it was
never
a
heard of
decade.
Winnetka until we did those shows over there.
Me either.
So that I think that's my favorite is the one that started off for me.
Okay, my soldier.
Yeah, the next one, another one would probably be uh, Jason Chen, uh, best friend.
How if I could stop you real quick, how does it feel to have so much impact off of a video like that? I didn't realize that many views when I was looking up your
How many
thing.
is it now?
It's at like 30 something million,
Oh man,
right?
30 million. Yeah,
Isn't
my
that
goodness.
because you provided the visuals to the song
Yes,
for.
so I want to like so I got to give a lot of credit to my buddy Daniel. So I met him in at college. He was in one of my film classes at UCI. So I went to UCI for film, right? And the funny thing is, it's not a film. Like the school is not for film production. It's like a very theory based school, and I didn't really know that, but I loved Irvine. I had a lot of positive influences in my life for UCI before I even went there. When I was a kid, I had a karate tournament. I remember at on campus at UC Irvine in like the whole Brent Event Center, right? I was a young kid. I was like in elementary school, but I remember being in the karate tournament. I wanted to go home. I was crying. I asked my dad, like, Dad, I want to go home. I'm scared. And he's like, No, you're staying. I ended up winning first place at that
And that was at
tournament.
UCI.
UCI.
Wow.
And then I played soccer. I played club soccer. My very first club soccer tournament happened to be on campus at UC Irvine. This was before I was in college too. And it was my very first tournament. We won the championship on UC Irvine campus. So I was like, UC Irvine has been so good to me. Like I want
Mm,
to go here. So
right.
I wanted to go to UC Irvine. And so I went there and I'm so glad I did because I never would have met everybody if I didn't go there.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So we're at my soldier, best friend.
Yeah, that's best friend. I mean, it just kicked ass. Like
Right.
that video. Plus, it was just Kathy's so amazing.
Oh,
Jason, the song just Jason knows how to like hit people in the right ways to like relate.
yeah.
So it's like it just hit. And then
Uh,
we had Mini Kathy,
yes. Oh, I
which
loved it.
perfect.
Yeah.
But now Kathy has her own Mini Kathy that looks
Yeah.
just like Kathy. It's
Yeah.
great. It's amazing. It's wonderful. And then so that video is probably I think I'm going over my second favorite. Like, and then another one amazing one was another Jason Chan Gravity. I did that one with my buddy Daniel So also. So Daniel So and I we were in that we were in a college. What I was saying earlier, we were in a college production class, and we were like, not to brag, but we were the best two in the class. Like
Mm,
it was like intermediate to basic to advanced like production. But we've done. I was like I learned more from doing videos on YouTube and just doing it than
yeah.
in class.
Right.
So our two projects every all in class submissions, our projects were the best. So we teamed up after that. We're like, dude, we gotta work together. So after we graduate college, I hit him up and we were like, dude, let's do this now. Let's do it. And so then I brought him in. We formed a company called the Dreamlapse Project, and that's how we
That's right.
did uh, both Jason Chen videos. We did a bunch of videos for Dan, aka Dan.
That's right.
A bunch of his music videos. We did his B music video. We did his God, what was that one called? Uh, the one we got everyone. We collaborated with everyone.
Oh, the future rock stars. That one.
Yeah, Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
And
yeah.
we tried to yeah, and then uh that's the one you mentioned Tori in the intro. That's with Daniel and our Dreamlands project, we got to do the video
Yeah.
with Tori. And we never would have been able to do it with Tori if I didn't meet her through AJ. AJ is like I owe everything to AJ. Like I met almost everyone through him. Like he's like the
Yeah.
center of everything. Like if you
It's
know someone, it's like, oh, I met him through AJ. I met her through AJ. So all the projects I did after that, I owe to
that
AJ.
that's a funny thing you say because when I was because like I'm from Seattle and like my friends we watched all of you guys like you guys used to be all over my Facebook feed and stuff and I didn't know any of you and then
Yeah,
and then it seemed like a month I met so many of you and someone was like how did this happen and
it
like
shows, man.
that and then ISA LA
Yes.
2010 afterwards AJ was like hey I'm moving we're having like a hangout at my house before we move just come through so
Yeah.
Kevin and Casey and we all
Yeah.
went and like everyone was there like
Yeah.
just hanging out and I was like oh what is going on here and that's
Yeah.
how I met a bulk of them all at once too but yeah the shows then like there were just so many people attending at once
I mean, that's how
and
you met everybody. That
yeah,
I mean, oh God, I met so many people through. I mean, that's how I got my closest friends. Like my best man and stuff at my wedding was like Richard Tranley,
yeah,
Kevin Leanne, Casey. Well, I knew Casey since I think he was telling you
yeah,
that too. I've known
yeah,
him since
yeah.
birth.
Your parents were in a
Uh,
band together.
yeah, Paul Date.
That's
It's
right.
like these. I met Paul through ISA.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
I got into film because of Wong Fu. I mean, who hasn't? But funny story with Wong Fu. I didn't when I was in high school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Right. I didn't know I wanted to do film. And so what happened was I was a big fan of Wong Fu before YouTube when they did all the lip sync videos and
Yeah, 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 yeah,
the Neo. Do you remember all
yeah,
those music
yeah.
videos? So and you couldn't even you had to download it from their website to
That's right.
watch. And so I remember one time I was at there's this place in Roland Heights that was near my house that was called Life Plaza, right? And then one of my high school friends was like, "Yo, get down here right now. Wong Fu is eating here." And I'm like, hold up, stall them for me. I would love to come meet them. I was in high school, like junior in high school, right?
Wow.
And so my friend like stopped them and they were still, I think, either just graduating from UC San Diego
So this
or
is a long time ago.
yeah, long time ago. And then they waited, they actually waited for me. I got my pictures. I showed them, I was working on I was like, here's my work. Like, let me know what I can improve on and stuff. And after I met them that day, they were so nice. They actually hit me up to come out to some of their shoots, and so they let me do behind the scenes of when they started working with Far East Movement. I got to
Hmm.
do behind the scenes work for some Far East Movement, like video, and um, man, I was even an extra in a couple of the Far East Movement music videos because I was just on set. And
Oh
yeah, and
man.
then I got to do behind the scenes for ISA. So if you even look at my YouTube, like behind the scenes ISA, I was the one that shot all the stuff for the very first ISA.
Oh wow. Oh.
Yeah, and then I was able to work on this personal project from Far East Movement too, like that like celebrated their Japan tour and everything. It was cool, man. It was real cool. But yeah, it was all through ISA. That's how I met a bunch of people too.
Phew. My gosh.
Yeah, ISA is what brought everybody together too.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So we're at what is it? 3, 4 right now? We have my
Three, I
soldier,
think. My
best
Soldier,
friend,
Best Friend, Gravity.
gravity. Okay.
Gravity was a crazy project. That's the biggest project we had with the budget. Like we had special effects going through that one. Like it was cool. That one was expensive project. We had a real team. Like usually it's just Daniel and me that were just shooting all the like Best Friend, it was just me and him. We would spend
Oh.
nights like on. We actually filmed at UCI too. But yeah, Best Friend, Gravity was good. And then We Could Happen, number 4, AJ. That one
It's a
was
classic.
so fun too. Like Nina and all the people that we used in the video. Crazy thing about that video too is that's where Mike and Carissa met.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I
And Michael
actually
just happened to be in, like, he wasn't even, he was living in
somewhere.
Carolina,
Right. Right. Right.
and he just happened to be in town that day, and then just like that other moment, like you mentioned it, like, hey, AJ was like, come over,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
doing a music, we're doing a shoot,
Yeah.
and they came over. Man, it's
I actually missed that
so
video
cool.
shoot by like a couple days. I left.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, yeah. And then like later I saw, I was like, oh my God, like everyone was there. It was,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. That's a
That
classic
was
video.
one of my favorite shoots
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
That was because then we went to a bunch of places. We went to Disneyland, went to ice skating
Yeah.
rink, we went to
Yeah.
a bunch of
It's a
things.
great video.
Yeah, and then I think 5 would probably be my own stuff, my own show, and
My own show. Do you have a favorite
yeah,
episode?
um, probably the one with Mike and Chris, number 5. I wasn't even in it, but it was so fun to like kind of like parallel their story.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was, and then so yeah, probably that their episode. That was episode 5.
Man.
4. God, I don't remember. I stopped. Well, dang, I don't know. The one with Joseph Vincent was fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that one.
yeah, yeah.
I
That
love
was
that
a lot
show.
of fun.
Yeah. Um, I do remember, I don't remember which episode I appeared on, but I do remember
2,
that's
2.
the Dan one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dan one.
because that's
Yeah,
where I met Dan there.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then Kevin was there
Yeah.
too, and
Yeah. And Casey. And we went to Guppies
yeah.
afterwards.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And I do
Which one?
remember the
Irvine?
one
Rolling
oh
Heights?
yeah, yeah, Rolling Heights. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah. I do
Guppies is
remember.
awful.
Yeah.
Food is terrible. God.
I do remember yeah, we went and then you covered the bill and I was like and Kevin was like, yeah, Scott's like that. And I was like,
That's what
huh,
you do. You take the crew out, man.
not a lot of people do
Treat-
that, man. And you
Oh,
give credit for something like you when you don't even have to. A lot of people like skip out on that stuff too, usually. And
well, I don't. I never saw the benefit of taking. Like, you
yeah,
give credit where credit is due. Like, what does it do for you to take it? You gain more from giving it where it belongs.
I think so. I was gonna say this as to wrap it up. So I guess this is a good segue into wrapping it up. It's like I think that you are really, really genuinely kind and good, and you're extremely underrated in your contribution to the community. And I really feel no, I really truly feel that way because even when I was like going back when I was even looking up your stuff or even Casey's stuff, I was like, oh my God, like there's so much content out there.
There is a
There's
lot of
so
content. I
much.
think, yeah, I think, it's funny too, because I mean, I, I, I see myself as just kind of a low key, kind of involved behind the scenes a little bit more. But I've definitely had my hand in
Oh yeah.
a lot of stuff that people don't even realize. Like,
It's it's
do you know that Kev Jumba Chester C that Shed a Tear music video?
yeah.
You remember that one?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
shot that video.
I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's a lot of things that that I've done,
Right.
but I don't like my name's not all blasted all over it and stuff. So
Well,
I met people too that's like, you did that, all this stuff afterwards. Like, yeah.
right. And I think it's such a big part of a lot of people's what do you call it, upbringing, and they have entire memory of that moment because like that entire era is like a real moment.
Oh, it
I think
is.
it was a very special time because it was a time where like I mean now I don't know how young kids look at it, but like we didn't know any Asian American like quote unquote like popular or famous people. There weren't very many at all. And then like at that time it was like it almost felt like I thought it was just our bubble we're living in and then just kind of like got bigger and bigger and
Well,
now
how
like
was your community though? Like, I grew up in Diamond Bar, right? And
right,
that
yeah,
community is literally like 90% Asian.
right. So we don't have as many. So like so they tend to like blend, like
Yeah.
you'll see like Koreans and Vietnamese and Filipinos and they all hang out and stuff together. We definitely have Asian people, but not nowhere near on the scale that you guys have.
Yeah.
And then in terms of like collaborating too, is like you can't find that many people who do entertainment, which is why a lot of people move if they want to
Yeah.
do it,
Yeah.
right? And I think because when I was down there, I was like, I didn't know if I was meeting all these people who sang because I was at shows, or it's just there's that many of them
It
too.
was interesting. The majority of them, I guess, were from SoCal. Is that just
Yeah,
because maybe we're just aware of the SoCal people? Like there were people on the East Coast. I know, like like Ryan Bandon,
Ryan. Yeah, yeah,
and then Jr. from when he was in
yeah,
Alaska.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like so but it was more pieces when I think a lot of
yeah. And
the
the
Bay
one,
had a bunch of people. They had more of the rapper scene,
yeah,
right?
I mean, yeah, but it's just I think for sure I mean, I don't know also if you had an influence, like let's say someone has an acoustic like instrument, and so someone in that area wants to do it too. And what I was trying to round up with is like something like the AJ videos that you did or Jason Chen's videos you did is literally a classic to communities. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm married into a
I
Filipino family, so like I know that these are
I think
classics,
people have
right?
either watched it without realizing it at one point in
Oh,
time,
oh,
right?
absolutely,
I mean, especially
absolutely.
if Jason's best friend video has 30
Yeah,
mil.
absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah. I just want to thank you, Scott, for everything. Thank you for coming on. Good luck to your Clippers. I've not said that to
Thanks,
any other
man.
team, so I'll say that. Thanks a lot, Scott.
I'm hoping if we got to take it now, we want it. All right, Mike. Thanks, man. That was
Thanks, man.
fun.